day.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Well, they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Lance. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And Cook has it, left side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 4 catches, 57 yards. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Gibson. And did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Touchdown. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A handoff for Gibson. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Lance. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, Lance. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Gibson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. On first down, Lance dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. From the 31, Lance slings this deep from McLaurin. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the counter, Gibson. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. But he has been a All right, the offense back out there now. Let's see what they can put together. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Lance again. It's complete to Cook. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose That little touch pass, they saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Lance on the keeper. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 54 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
And that's all about recognition right there because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
Flush to his right. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort, but on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort, picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there.
He's got it at the 15. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Throwing now is Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Escaping the pressure right. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. They find some open field here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And Lance is thrown into the hands of McLaurin. Washington on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Lance now to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some.
Following the interception, Cousins. Open man here is Conklin. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll be brought down, and looks like right at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run. Cook. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Now Cook hit, and he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there'll be creases. Find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on. And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown! Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now Washington down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. They'll look to throw. Finding Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Flush to his right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
We'll find Gibson here complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. He's back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken from about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Washington, We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Set to return, here's Raheem Mostert. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. First carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Here's Lance. Rolling to his right. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go play action now. Lawrence. And he's got his big tight end here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a... There he goes left side. 30. 10. And this will get him all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. 88 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out 1st downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll run here with Gibson. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And some room to work. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big play there on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
On second and 10, Lawrence. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence trying to lay one up deep. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Cameron Curl. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And Lance going to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Devon Hamilton breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. 109 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. On the give, this is their fullback. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. scoring the touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And how about this, a fake? And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance slings this deep from McLaurin. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 87 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Throwing on first down is Lance. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Flush to his right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the 1st down in the process.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Lawrence to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Lawrence will throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Chase Young in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 2 straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal. Final play of the half, it's Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
A final shot before break. Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. To return, here's Agnew. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Hey, seam six. Seam six.
Now Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're...
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. From the gun on third down, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Lance now on first down. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he gets loose right side. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
116 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Second and goal from the 1. Gibson again. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington, and now they're going to fake it. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for 2 unsuccessful. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. To return, here's Agnew. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chase Young has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally.
Here's a diving catch right side. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is in...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Well, I think Washington got it. Yes, they did. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Lance now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his fourth touchdown on the year. And this Washington offense continuing. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now Lawrence. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Now Lawrence to throw. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. I guess the last score wasn't enough for him. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a third interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Lawrence. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chase Young in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
10 yards gets them closer, but now it's 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Washington on 3rd down,
just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And he finds McLaurin. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Lance looks to throw again.
On the move to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To throw, it's Lance. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down.
Lance
taking a shot for Samuel. And now here is another interception. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off.
And the Jags are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Lance looking to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now Lance. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Working from the gun. Lance. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. This will cost them 11 yards there on the 2nd and goal sack.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Lance now on 3rd and goal. And now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
And now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Going for the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. He's going to go up top again. And now here is another interception. Able to get there and pick it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. And the ball is knocked out, and the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
He's going to let it go again. He's got a man complete. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Ready, set.
Mike 55. Pick me up. Here we go. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
I'm coming for you. You mine. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Hey, high 7.
55 to go.
Back to throw. Lawrence. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
A final shot now for Lawrence.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington,
it's a rare bright spot in what's been a tough season as they move to 2-7 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Day.